Hey there, science fans! Welcome to another exciting journey into the world of science. Have you ever heard of radiation? It's a term that often sparks curiosity and sometimes even concern. But did you know that radiation is all around us, even though we can't see it or feel it? It's an invisible force that plays a significant role in our daily lives. It's a fascinating part of our universe. From the twinkling stars in the night sky to the natural phenomena we observe on Earth, radiation is everywhere. From the sun's rays that warm our planet to the X-rays that help doctors see inside our bodies, radiation is an essential part of our world. It plays a crucial role in our lives, from enabling communication through radio waves to powering medical imaging technologies that save lives. So, what exactly is radiation? In simple terms, radiation is essentially energy traveling through space. It can take many forms, each with its unique properties and uses. It can move like waves. Think of the ocean's ebb and flow where the energy travels through the water, creating waves that crash onto the shore. Or it can travel as tiny particles. Imagine grains of sand flying through the air during a sandstorm, each carrying a bit of energy. While radiation might sound a bit mysterious, understanding its basics can help us appreciate its benefits and stay safe. It's all about knowing how to harness its power responsibly. So are you ready to explore the world of radiation? Let's dive in and uncover the secrets of this incredible force that shapes our universe. Remember how we talked about radiation traveling in waves and particles? Let's break that down a bit further. Imagine the ripples in a pond after you toss in a pebble. That's similar to how electromagnetic radiation travels in waves. Light, radio waves, and even the heat we feel from a fire are all forms of electromagnetic radiation. Now picture a handful of marbles scattering across the floor. That's a bit like particulate radiation, where tiny bits of matter called particles zoom through space. Both types of radiation carry energy, and understanding this difference is our first step in becoming radiation savvy. Just like there are different types of fruit, each with its own unique flavor, texture, and nutritional value, radiation comes in various forms too. These forms of radiation are all around us, playing crucial roles in our daily lives, often without us even realizing it. We can group them into two main categories: electromagnetic radiation and particulate radiation. Each category has its own distinct characteristics and applications. Electromagnetic radiation includes the familiar light we see, which is essential for vision and the growth of plants through photosynthesis. It also includes the radio waves that bring us music and news, allowing us to stay connected and informed. And let's not forget the X-rays used in medicine, which help doctors diagnose and treat various conditions by providing a clear view inside the human body. These waves have different wavelengths and energy levels which determine their properties and how they interact with the world around us. Particulate radiation, on the other hand, involves tiny particles zipping around at super speeds. These particles can be incredibly powerful and are often used in scientific research and medical treatments. Think of alpha particles like tiny bullets, moving with great force, and capable of causing significant changes in the materials they interact with. Beta particles, on the other hand, are like speedy electrons, moving at high velocities and often used in radiation therapy to target and destroy cancer cells. There are also neutrons, which are, you guessed it, neutral particles. These particles play a crucial role in nuclear reactions, and are used in various applications from power generation to scientific experiments. Each type of radiation interacts with matter in its own way, leading to a variety of effects. Understanding these interactions helps scientists and engineers develop new technologies and improve existing ones, making our lives safer and more efficient. So, where does all this radiation come from? Well, it's both natural and human-made. Natural radiation, also called background radiation, is all around us. Cosmic rays, for instance, are high-energy particles from space that constantly bombard our atmosphere. Then there are radioactive materials found naturally in rocks, soil, and even our bodies. These materials naturally decay over time, releasing radiation in the process. Human-made radiation sources include medical devices like X-ray machines, industrial tools for inspecting materials, and even certain consumer products. Knowing the different sources helps us understand our exposure to radiation in various settings. Section 5. Radiation and your body. A complex relationship. You know, our bodies are amazing, but they're also sensitive to radiation. When radiation interacts with our cells, it can cause atoms to lose electrons, a process called ionization. Now, our bodies are pretty good at repairing minor damage from low levels of radiation. We're constantly exposed to low levels of natural background radiation, and our cells have evolved to cope with it. However, high doses of radiation can overwhelm our body's repair mechanisms, leading to potential health problems. The type of radiation, the amount absorbed, and the duration of exposure all play a role in how our bodies are affected. Section 6. When radiation harms, understanding the risks. While low levels of radiation are generally safe, high doses can pose significant health risks. It's all about the dose. High-level radiation exposure, like what might occur during a nuclear accident, can lead to acute radiation sickness. Symptoms range from nausea and vomiting to skin burns and hair loss. In severe cases, it can even be fatal. Long-term exposure to lower doses of radiation can increase the risk of developing cancer later in life. This is why it's crucial to minimize unnecessary exposure to radiation, especially from artificial sources. Understanding the risks allows us to make informed decisions about our health and safety. Section 7. Safeguarding ourselves, measuring and managing radiation. Don't worry though, we're not defenseless against radiation. Scientists and engineers have developed ways to measure and manage radiation to keep us safe. Radiation detectors are essential tools that allow us to measure radiation levels in the environment and workplaces. Just like thermometers tell us the temperature, radiation detectors give us readings on radiation exposure. Safety protocols, such as wearing protective gear and limiting exposure time, are crucial for people who work with radiation regularly. These measures help minimize risks and ensure everyone's well-being. Section 8. Radiation in our daily lives. You might be surprised. You might be surprised to learn that we encounter radiation in our daily lives, often without even realizing it. From the moment we wake up and go about our daily routines, we are surrounded by items that emit small amounts of radiation. It's not something to be alarmed about, but rather, an interesting fact about the world we live in. Did you know that bananas are slightly radioactive? Yes, those delicious yellow fruits that we enjoy as a healthy snack contain a small amount of radiation. They contain a natural radioactive isotope of potassium, known as potassium-40. This isotope is a part of the natural composition of bananas and contributes to their slight radioactivity. But don't worry, you'd have to eat hundreds of bananas at once to experience any ill effects. The amount of radiation in a single banana is so minuscule that it poses no harm to our health. In fact, bananas are a great source of potassium, which is essential for our body's proper functioning. Smoke detectors in our homes typically use a tiny amount of americium-241, a radioactive element that helps detect smoke. This small amount of americium is crucial for the functionality of smoke detectors, ensuring our safety by alerting us to potential fires. Even our beloved cat or dog might undergo an X-ray at the vet's office. X-rays are a form of radiation that allows veterinarians to see inside our pets' bodies and diagnose any health issues they might have. These are just a few examples of how radiation, when used safely and responsibly, benefits our lives. From medical treatments that save lives to everyday items that keep us safe, radiation plays a vital role in our modern world. Understanding its presence and uses can help us appreciate the many ways it contributes to our well-being. Section 9. Radiation, a powerful force, safely harnessed. Radiation might seem a bit intimidating at first, but it's a fundamental force of nature, just like gravity or electricity. By understanding its properties and respecting its power, we can harness its benefits while minimizing risks. From medical treatments that save lives to scientific discoveries that expand our knowledge, radiation plays a vital role in advancing our world. So, the next time you hear the word radiation, remember that it's not something to fear, but rather, something to understand and appreciate for its contributions to our lives. Stay curious, stay informed, and let's continue exploring the wonders of science together.